What is up, guys? My name is Dylan, and in this video I have 7 really creative photography ideas that you guys can keep busy with during quarantine. Oh, shit. Coming in at number 1, water in a wine glass. Now this has tons of possibilities, tons of variations that you can do with it. You can do it by yourself, or it's better to do it with a subject, maybe a brother or sister you have at home, or a parent. But with this one, all you need to do is set your shutter speed really high, get your exposure corrected, and take the photo while you whip the water around in the glass, and it gives a really cool effect, and that looks something a little bit like this. Coming in at number 2, we have dropping ice into a glass of water. Now this is a really cool effect that can be done solo or with somebody else holding the glass. Either way, it's gonna work great. I chose to do it solo. Essentially what you're doing is just capturing the water in midair, just like the last one, but a little bit different. This one's actually slightly easier. Again, use a high shutter speed, correct your exposure, and set your camera to take multiple photos at high speed, so you have a few photos to play with in post. And coming in at number 3 on the list, that is oil and water photography. Now this creates a really cool, almost bubble-like effect in your photo. All you need for this is a glass pan, a little bit of oil and a little bit of water, and something as a backdrop, whether that be a printed off picture or an iPad that you can use. All I did for this was print off a photo as a backdrop, have a few drops of oil in there, and take the photo from above with a bit of a light source as well. And that created a really cool and neat final result. And number 4 on the list, we have shooting through glasses, whether it be a pair of sunglasses. You can pop out the lens, leave the lens in, a pair of prescription glasses as well. I think this gives a really cool look to your photo, as if you're shooting through something and what the glasses are looking at. I chose to shoot an open book with a pair of glasses, give off that kind of reading vibe, and I think this photo turned out quite well. And this one, you don't need a high shutter speed, you just need to correct the exposure and colors, and you're good to go. Coming in at number 5 on our list, we have shooting through books and taking a picture of someone reading a book through those books, and it gives a really, really cool leading line, just dramatic library kind of effect to it. Now I chose to do this one solo as well, and it does work for self-portraits. For this, all you need to do is set your camera on a timer. I have mine set on 10 seconds, so I could just click the photo button and run over, get in position, and let the camera do the rest. Also for this photo, I'd say have a really low aperture for that nice shallow depth of field. And at number 6 on our list, we have baseball, or any other kind of sports photography, but let's get creative with it. For this one, you're more than likely gonna need another person, although it can be done solo. It's just a lot harder. So I did this solo so you guys could see that it is really possible. These photos are more of a Jordi Coalitic style, and that's actually what inspired me to try out this type of photography. I did this by taking 2 photos. The first one, I manually focused on the foreground with myself in the background, so I would be out of focus for a nice shallow depth of field. And for the second one, I set my camera to take photos at a high speed and stood behind the camera and threw the baseball in front of the camera lens. I snapped the shot, put those 2 together in post, and this is the final result. And for our last one on the list, we have pets. We all love our pets, and we are around them more than ever right now, so why not use them for portraits? I actually found I spent the most time on this because I was really able to get creative with it, because cats and dogs are super unpredictable where they're gonna look when you have a camera in their face. But these are my final results, and I'm sure you guys can use all these tips to keep busy throughout this quarantine. With that being said, stay positive, stay safe, get creative, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. My name is Dylan, and thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the next one.